Yep.
And we're back.
Yep.
All right. Turn it down.
Sorry about that. Apparently, we are always plagued with these
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. If
technical
anybody
issues here.
knows, please let us know with the Zoom. Maybe Zoom. Maybe when you use Google Meet or something, but I don't know. Um, I don't know if the Google Meet can go live. Anyway, that's topic for another time. So what were we talking about?
Oops.
Mental health, men and women,
Yeah.
women dealing with men's mental health.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's more of a stigma when men start talking about mental health from both sides, from both men and women.
Say
Like we
that one
just
more
saw it.
time. Yeah.
We just saw Dana White like going on all about it. And then
Hmm.
I guess most of the the red pill guys don't think mental health is an issue, which is a big problem because, I could just argue a lot of them do need like that mental health check.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's also part of the problem when like men just brushes it off, right? And then it's worse when women brush it off, especially a woman that you trust, you know?
Hmm. But I see it as like I can understand like let's say a guy does open up, really open up, like always like, oh, I'm sad, and to the border of complaining. That, I hear a lot of times that could be very unattractive to females, to like the women.
Hmm.
Like suddenly they don't have that foundation or just um like that rock behind them, right? Now suddenly their foundation is shaky.
Who the rocks? Sorry, you
Like
cut off
it's
for a
the
sec.
oh, they don't have that rock behind them, right? It's not like a solid
Yeah.
foundation. Like do they want to go with someone that's overly emotional?
Yeah, well, it's because like well, I mean, this goes back to like the classic, right? Like I think typically ladies want somebody who is just perfectly fit molded to the amount and level of emotional vulnerability. Not too much, not too little, you know. Um, I don't think there's anything wrong per se, but I think being like reasonable is important, right?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I mean that's the way I see it.
I forget what it was. It was like a meme, but like when a guy was opening up, it's like, oh, he's too emotional. But then when he's stoic, it's like, oh, I wish he would open up more. Or, or so when the guy is like too much of a yapper, he's like, oh, he talks too much. Or like it's always like the grass is greener on their side, right?
Yeah. Um, yeah, it's always funny because like being emotionally vulnerable at the right time with the lady is pretty important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Um, so yeah. Um, yeah.
Okay,
So I
so
mean,
what is the
go
right
ahead.
time? And
Well, that's the thing,
you're
right? You never know, and that's the whole fucking game, right? That's the whole game,
uh-huh.
you know? It's like there are times where like literally my wife would be like I want you to like feel talk about it, blah blah blah, and then like a week later, like I'm still processing some stuff, and I start talking about like like I feel like you talk a lot about it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean so yeah.
Like you're damned if
Um,
you do and you're damned if you don't, man. This is
yeah. But I talk about this like at the very beginning too. Sometimes I feel like it's Um, it's also part of the reason why a lot of men just shut down and just don't even fucking talk about it. You know what I mean? Because like it literally doesn't matter what you do. There's always gonna be something that
Well,
is, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's true, but I also think we have to get out of this thinking, like this thought process that our significant other is going to be fulfilling every role that we need. And that goes for both men and women, right? Not just, it's not
Hmm.
the one-sided thing. Like our SO, significant other, can't be our best friend, can't be our psychiatrist, can't be our like, chef and like, I don't know, badminton partner or some cricket, not cricket, whatever that new thing is, pickleball partner, right? Like, so you need to have a good circle of people. What's the old saying? It takes a village. So you need a village around you
Yeah.
to to normalize yourself. And you can't really expect one person to take care of all of that.
Yeah.
And doing so, I
It's
think, is just, a recipe for disaster.
yeah. And I think the, this is I'm tying right back into the kid. But like now I have a very clear and absolutely vital and important sort of measurement for my mental well-being. Like with my kid, right? Like if I'm noticing even remotely, because like usually when they're drinking milk or like eating whatever, it's like super loud. They're like just gulping, right? They're just like,
Mhm.
um, and I notice when I'm not in the right state of mind or I'm like stressed, whatever, it annoys the shit out of me. And I get really bothered by it, right?
Like
And
noisy
that's when
eater.
I'm, yeah, and that's when I just notice I'm like, what the fuck am I getting triggered by this, you know?
Hmm.
And I would just use that as a signal to like I really need to just breathe and meditate and process, right? So I'm talking about that is because I think every man needs to have a very clear indication, right? Maybe it's something to do with your spouse, maybe something to do with your friends, whatever, or something you do yourself, you
Hmm.
know, because then you can kind of gauge where you are mentally. Because most of us we're just taught to just fucking shove that shit down until you fucking explode, right? Like a pressure cooker, you know?
Right, right.
That's the right way to do it,
That's the right
right?
way to do it. Just
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
just
saying.
shove
That's
it
like the
down
quote
and let
unquote,
the pressure cooker explode.
dude. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
That's so Asian.
I'm quoting, but that is a fucking quote unquote right way to do it, you know?
Uh,
Um, right? Fucking, it's a classic, right? Like if you're like, especially if you're like immigrants or like
yeah, I was
we're
just about to.
Asians, right?
That's so first
Like,
generation immigrant.
right,
Like,
first gen, right? Like, dude, I could be telling my mom that, yo, I'm thinking about killing myself. My mom would be like, my mom would be like, yo, back in my day, like, right?
uh,
It's a never ending comparison suffering,
yeah.
right? So then it just makes you feel like, wow, shit, like it doesn't matter what it is, my experience, my challenges, my pain or whatever is never going to be as great as my parents' sacrifices, right?
Mhm.
So therefore, I just need to shut the fuck up and become greater, right?
Yeah.
That's like the stereotypical and unfortunately typical sort of way of the
Mhm.
immigrant or first generation experience, right? Um, and I mean, I'm like half joking, but like it happens, Like it's just like you could be talking about like things that you're seriously processing and going through,
Right.
like completely dismissing like 2 seconds, like by your parents and worse, by your spouse sometimes, right?
Mhm.
You remember that video of this guy who was like talking about like the spool of wire?
Oh,
We had that
yeah,
video a
yeah,
while back. Yeah, and this guy just kind of like processing. He was like, "Oh, there's this spool of wire, right? Like I've had this for whatever 20, 30 years, and now it's just this left." And then his wife just completely dismissive, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you,
yeah.
right? And then he was like, "Well, that's it. That like." But unfortunately, it's often
So,
treated like that.
yeah, I mean, I also wouldn't know how to respond in that instance, right? Like, what are you gonna do if one of your best friends is moping about, uh, like the spool of wire? I mean, because we can't relate, right? We don't
Yeah.
have a spool of wire. Um,
But
what
you have
is
your own thing, right? 'Right? 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 'Right what is something that you have like has you've been like something material that been through a lot of shit with you? You have something like that. Almost all of us have something like that, you know? So,
Thinking, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Like what?
yeah, well, that's it. That's not even materialistic, right? That it doesn't have to be material, but it's like maybe this is where the empathy comes in. Um, where it's like your automatic response of somebody talking about something very personal, it's weird to be like dismissal, you know?
Well,
It's
yeah.
weird to have an
So
automatic response of dismissing.
right, it wouldn't be dismissive. I guess I would just start asking questions about it. It's like, so
Well, there you
what's,
go.
what's the significance of this wire? Or like,
Yeah, well, there you go. So you know exactly what the response. You're not gonna be like, "What are you gay?" You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna be like dismissing. You know?
but I also
Um,
think like ask somebody's wife, you would know that. If it's that important, he's gonna bring it up.
yeah, but that was the whole thing about that account, right? I wonder
Yeah.
how that account is, but anyway, they made a whole video addressing it, and then like people were
Oh,
still shitting on her. Yeah, people were just like, yeah, they fucking basically they made a whole video was talking about, oh, it was just a thing, or, you know.
uh,
But people are like, dude, like that man was truly feeling some shit. You're just fucking covering your ass now. But anyway, yeah. So mental health. I mean, in a way that's the whole point of why we have these chats, right? Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, um.
I'm interested to see like if anything comes of this mental health month. See, like, I'm pretty sure social media is gonna blow up about both, men's mental health and female mental health and all that.
Uh, yeah, people talk about it. Like, I mean, like my show that I did was like focusing a lot on the mental health and um well, since we're here to kind of wrap up the next 15 minutes, why don't we talk about like what are some mental health challenges that you have been through the past, I don't know, just this year. Let's just say this year or last year if you want, but or recently. Let's just keep it tight in the recent
No, I'm
months.
just like in general, like I already went through like because I used to go heavily into bodybuilding and I mean like lifting and bodybuilding. So like every bodybuilder is gonna have a sense of body dysmorphia,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
if you could get through like a cycle of lifting, cutting, bulking without having body dysmorphia, like damn, you got some strong will. You got some strong mental clarity.
Yeah. Well, but that doesn't take away your personal experience though, right? Because I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. The way you're saying like, oh, I feel like everybody has the dysmorphia. Like it's almost like you're trying to make it sound like it's not that big of a deal to feel,
Well, it wasn't
right?
to the point where I'm doing unhealthy things to myself, right? Like, bulimia or like lipo or I guess lipo is not unhealthy, but or those extreme measures to lose weight or like steroids, I'm all
Yeah.
natty. So uh it's just more like just me looking in the mirror and be like, oh, you know, this and that. Wish things were
Yeah.
changing there, right?
Do you
And then
like,
like it's sometimes like when it was really bad, I'm like, you ever do that thing where you just don't want to look at yourself in the mirror? You're like, oh, you're
yeah,
disgusting.
yeah. Oh, all the time.
It's like, geez, lose some weight. Jesus Christ, that's disgusting, right? Like you
Yeah,
just look at yourself in the mirror.
all the time. Oh, somebody's commenting. It's about giving them bits of attention like the bird test. Uh, Not sure what that was the comment for. I have to go back. But yeah, I mean that's a really good one though. I feel like Andy is opening up for the first time, bro.
No, I've been very open about because
I know,
like
I know, I know. Yeah,
like just my whole relationship with my body. Like I want complete autonomy over my body, both, what it can do, you know, how it
why do you
looks and how
feel?
it what like how it can move, how it can look, and just that's
Yeah,
a very important thing.
and if if you don't have 100% autonomy of it, what
No
happens?
one's gonna have 100% autonomy in their body, like
Yeah, but you just said complete though, right? Like, what
right,
does
but
complete mean? Yeah.
like to the best of your ability,
Okay, yeah, that's good.
right? hmm I'm
Yeah,
not saying if I could just be exactly 10.5% body fat, like,
yeah,
right, I've
yeah,
learned to give up the perfection and just kind of enjoying the process
yeah.
of seeing what I can do to transform myself
That's good. I
over
mean,
the
that's
last
great
like
progress.
shit like 20 years.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's great progress. Some people might not have ever even, like been able to kind of recognize that, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm proud of you for that, for like recognizing it, doing something about it, and continuing to make progress because that shit ain't easy.
It is easy. The act of doing it is easy. The
It's
act of
simple, not easy.
yeah, that's I guess that's a good distinction. It's simple.
Yeah.
But actually doing these simple things enough, I guess is the hard part.
It's well, yeah, exactly.
Consistently. Yeah.
I think that's a lot of things in life is they're not rocket science, they're simple but not easy.
Mhm.
I mean, if it's easy, everybody will be doing the same thing. Everybody will be accomplishing, right? But it's really not rocket science. It's like, right? Like
Yeah, like
the
to
simple
do
things in
it
life.
like it's easy. Just pick up heavy things and put them back down and do it 10 times and rest. Like right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I
then
mean, it's
and
it's
then
it's very
like
simple. Like, and eat healthy. Don't eat like
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like
And then
like
like put down the donut and pick up a protein shake or something, right?
yeah.
Like
Dude, like I mean, like for example, for me, like I love food, right? And I cook all the time. But like
yeah.
sometimes when I'm lazy or I'm just tired, I'm busy, and then like if my wife doesn't have the time to cook, whatever, I'm just like, okay, like my easy solution would just be let's just go eat somewhere, right? But then it's just shit. And and
You know what really
yeah,
helps me um not wanting to order out like Uber Eats and stuff like that is
yeah.
how expensive Uber Eats have become.
Oh yeah.
Like
Shit's so
I
fucking
remember
expensive
one
now.
time I ordered a $10 burrito. And the thing ended like the whole thing came to me for like 25 bucks. I'm like, what the that's more than literally more than double the price of the burrito.
Dude, shit is so expensive now. I just came up with a new way of that too. Like I was just talking to a hoodie about it. I was like, you know what we should do is we just set a weekly goal, right? Weekly of like, okay, weekly this weekend or this week, where are we gonna eat out? Because we do like 1 or 2 weeks, right? Where and when are we gonna eat out, right? Or eat out at? Sounds funny. Um, so for example, this weekend we're like, let's go to dim sum, right? So this whole week, so far, every time I think of like going out to eat, I'm just like, wait, there's a dim sum coming out. Let me
Uh
just cook and save some money. You know what I mean? Like that gets me up because instead of like, because I think that's what happened to like a lot of people, right? Like you're just like spontaneously compulsive or impulse purchase or impulse, right?
yeah,
Like buying a
impulsive,
coffee,
yeah.
whatever, right? Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying like it is not good when you feel bad about it afterwards, right? I've always been a fan of like two ways to
Just
get rich: make a lot of money or save a lot of money. You can always
mhm,
make more than you
right.
save more, right? Um, and if that cup of coffee you buy is gonna get you a lot more productive, don't waste time fucking dwelling on it. I'm
Mhm,
not saying like go out 3 times a day, buy 3 cups of coffee, and like but like not overthinking it, right?
mhm.
But dude, and that talking about mental health, man, like I feel like that affects you. Like my wife just talked about it. She was like, I feel like she feels like because I'm the solo earner, right? And she feels like it's so much burden on me, and she doesn't want to like spend money on buying too much stuff, and then she feels like mentally I know it sounds funny. People probably think it's fucking spoiled, but like she
Mhm.
deserves to be spoiled. Like she was like, oh, I don't want to like I feel like I need to go out and just buy some shit. Just to feel. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like don't, I'm not saying like fucking go out and buy like Gucci for no fucking reason,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like go like go to Marshalls, go to town.
Yeah.
Like,
Marshalls. Yeah,
no, 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 no. I was
let me
like,
drop you off at Ross.
yeah, let me drop you out at Ross, a dollar store, go to town. No, I was like, hey, I can take you to the fucking outlet mall and just go fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
for me, that's also a part of for me too. mental health and talking about challenges too. Like for me has been right this constant battle of like, am I being enough of a husband? Am I being enough of a father? Right, for both
Mm,
my kid and my dog. You know, there were moments I get really emotional with my dog. Like I'm just like, damn, dude, like it was just me and her before. You know, the whole world was just me and her,
yeah.
and now she's got to deal with my wife and then my kid. You know, and there's a lot on them, but
Mm,
that's the beauty of like when you have a pet and you're lucky enough to have like an angel like this. You know,
sure, sure.
yeah, and the materialistic thing comes to me in a sense that like this is so stupid, but like I wanted to get the Apple Watch Ultra, but I'm just like, dude, I'm just waiting for the new one to drop so I can get it, and that should bug the shit out of me, you know.
What, that you
But
can't get it or that?
no, damn, I just don't want to get like the current one, and then the new one
Oh,
finally
you
comes
just
out.
want to upgrade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want to wait for the new one, you know. But just shit like that. It's so stupid. But it's like materialistic stuff. I'm just like, ah, you know. But
Yeah, I think, it's if you're taking care of everything you need to take care of, like bills and like all that business, and you have disposable income, you save whatever you need to save. Like,
yeah.
nothing wrong with like these material things,
Yeah, for sure. Um,
because that's what
and
keeps most people sane. Like, just
yeah, yeah.
and
What are
but
some
what is
yeah,
some what?
I was just gonna say, what are some material stuff that you value? I think
Oh,
you talked
like
about a long time ago. Was it watch?
I like watches. I've been cutting back on that because, that's you can only get so many watches.
No.
Um, I like, my like I always they call it cardboard crack, the card games where you just open up the
Hmm.
blind packs. Like, because I play my trading card games, and that's fun for me. But also half of the fun is just seeing what you get. It's like
Yeah.
yeah. So that
Yeah.
keeps me sane. A lot of my friends also play that, so it's a good excuse just to hang with some friends, take a load
Yeah.
off.
That's cool. On the topic of card games, and before we kind of wrap up, like, there's been studies shown that like a lot of younger generation now, because of the use of technology, tablets, and all these stuff, like they actually don't even have like some of the basic like sort of knowledge or like experience of like the card games, like Monopoly and all these things, you know, like the concept, for example, like the concept of like rolling the dice and play. You know, what I mean, like the way that we played the
Oh,
game growing up. You know, like I can't remember where I read it. Somebody was like, yeah, a lot of these kids, it's not like they're like not smart to figure it out. It just it doesn't come natural to them, right? What comes natural to them is like going
clicking.
online and playing
Yeah.
online. You know, so it's kind of interesting.
Well, yeah, board games is a huge thing for me. I love board games.
Yeah. Um, we should have a board game night sometime soon. But
Yeah, man.
yeah, I think it's good. And I want the kid. I want my kid to play like
Yeah,
board
board
games
games
and
are always going to be something that I'm going to be into. I'm
yeah,
going to be 80 and still playing all these like board games. We'll see.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. Well, I think that's a good what to wrap on.
Yeah, you wanna wrap us up?
Yeah, let's wrap up. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in on our weekly Hump Day Meets. Just two dudes shooting the shits, talking everything masculinity related, whether it's personal, relationship, health and wellness, all that stuff. And uh, today we talk a lot about mental health because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. And go out there, checking on somebody, especially if they're a man. No, 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 everybody. But men likely are shoving the feelings down. So go out there and yeah, once again, my name is Tony, and this is Andy, and we will see you next week.